After a long time, we are back. 3view! It's us. Well, 2 of you today. It's been a while, YouTube. Been working a lot of hours at work, so.
And I've just gotten new software, so. Or I shouldn't say I've gotten new software, I'm sort of saving on it, so that way the videos would be better quality than, well, obviously this.
Well, then an app for a flashlight and this crappy camera.
And for those wondering, there is going to be an edited version of the Man of Steel review soon, but this is just sort of like
this is kind of our, we just got done saying it, we want to talk about it type situation,
yeah,
so. Alright, Man of Steel, 3view. How you going to start this?
I didn't like it.
That's how we're going to start this. Do tell, sir, do tell.
Well, for one, I'm not a fan of a Superman that kills.
He killed. No, spoiler alert. Yeah, if you haven't seen the movie, go watch it. We'll try not to spoil too much.
I'm not really fun. Like, I'm okay with the idea of everyone knowing who Superman is, but at the ending is like, oh, nobody knows who he is. Like, dude, he looks he looks like the dude that just destroyed Metropolis. Seriously.
Right? And magically it's already fixed, and like they didn't even really tell you. It's like probably like a week or so. It's perfectly fine, like it never happened.
Just going to that. The pacing is awful in this movie.
Yeah, you really have no concept of
it's sort of like
timeline. It kind of all happens. It seems like 2 days, maybe a day. You don't even really see the sunset once. Maybe a couple times. I mean, they do show the progression of him as a child through his little flashbacks or whatever.
And again, the flashbacks. I didn't have a problem as like a lot of people are having, but I guess my biggest problem is like the thing with like Batman Begins did it the best, where like it's periodically. It's not like 1 minute he's a child, then the next minute he's a teenager, then the next minute he's an adult. So.
No, that's the whole point of a flashback.
Yeah,
is to break up. Well, to give you a slight backstory.
Yeah, and that's what it did, but I think it would have worked better and been less chaotic if it was more so periodically instead of like.
No, just random.
Yeah.
Like this incident, it helps with this situation that we got going on.
And
gotcha. Yeah, that was a little bit hectic at times, but I understand why Nolan did it, is because, like I just said, this instance in his childhood helps with the situation he's at right now.
Even if it is a bit chaotic.
Yes.
And on top of that, they're just really horrible people. I hate to say it, but Superman's really horrible in this. Like, I understand he's a raw Superman, but I don't know. Just want to go.
Yeah, they got him into being a younger Superman, where he's mid-20s?
He said he was 33. So.
Oh yeah, so about 30, mid-30s. So he's still new-ish to being the Man of Steel. So I can understand a little bit of the major anger that he has at times.
Yeah.
And the rawness of, like Domingo said, the rawness of being Superman. Which they actually did say in the movie, which I was told that they don't at all. So, which was kind of cool.
And going back to the whole killing thing, Superman killed a man. Actually, he killed Actually, he killed his entire race. Actually.
But the killing of his entire race was to benefit his new race.
Okay, going into spoilers, we already talked about that. But you see. There, in the movie, there was a ship which basically like had all the unborn babies of Krypton.
Yes.
Which is
who have planned futures.
Which is fine, but Superman decides to destroy the ship, which at first you can see, it's trying to save the planet. But on the other hand, and I really do hate the trope another character here, but I'm gonna do it anyway. If this was say a character like the Doctor, he would have been like. You can have, I'll give you the ship, but in return, you do an uninhabited planet. Not so.
Yeah, they kind of killed off any well, not any, because if they go with the like on our way home,
Yeah.
if they went with the Martian version of Brainiac, they can do a Brainiac story, which I don't see them doing Brainiac.
Maybe if they do like a third one, maybe.
If they do,
sort of like what they did with the Dark Knight Rises, where like it was Bang in the last one.
Yeah, where they do like a person that's known but not have really a huge impact. So yeah, if they do a third, which it's Nolan and he's notorious for doing trilogies, so I think there might be a third. But if they do a third, they kind of killed off almost any Brainiac version of it because of the killing of anybody or any Kryptonian other than himself, unless they go to the Phantom Zone.
Yeah, which they
but
most likely
that's
will.
a stretch.
Well, they already established it existed.
Yeah,
so.
they established that the Phantom Zone is real, but I don't remember any comic saying that Brainiac stole anything from Phantom Zone. I'm not even sure Brainiac knows about the Phantom Zone.
Well, considering he is almost a supercomputer, or if he's not a supercomputer, then he's like a highly intelligent being. So he probably knows.
That doesn't mean that he knows about the Phantom Zone. Sure. That's just, I'm honestly thinking that's something Kryptonians know about, and that's like their little spot.
I didn't agree. I didn't like Jonathan Kent in this movie. I really didn't. I think like they were trying to go with the Uncle Ben story arc to him.
It did remind me of that.
But
with
the
great power comes great responsibility type story person.
Except his whole thing is, you're gonna be someone.
Yeah, it's like you
just not right now. It's like
you're gonna be something powerful, whether it's good or bad. Just
don't do it.
Not right now.
It's like really.
The world's not ready for you.
It's like, but those people would have been killed. No.
Or yeah, the one line in there that caught me and still stuck with me is like, what do I do? Should I let him die? And Jonathan was like, well, maybe.
It's like, no!
No.
You're Jonathan Kent. You're supposed to be his role model.
You're supposed to be the one that goes, no, you did the right thing.
Okay? And I know people are going to give me shit for this, because you get, I don't know why.
It's YouTube. People bag on us all the time. I haven't read much of our comments, but
yeah.
I don't even know if we got comments, but we do get.
But okay, Jonathan Kent. He's supposed to be the father figure. He's supposed to be, okay, if you're doubtful, come to me. Sort of like what you would expect of like the typical father figure to be.
True.
This is not Jonathan Kent. This is Kevin Costner playing Jonathan Kent, if that makes any sense.
No, that's perfect sense, because I noticed that throughout the whole movie. He brought almost every role he's ever been into this one person, and you saw Kevin Costner. You didn't see Jonathan Kent.
And
you saw Kevin Costner playing.
And another problem I had with this movie is they also wanted to establish the father figure for Jor-El more than they did. Which I can see that, but
I actually thought the Laurel and Jor-El storyline, the fact that they put that in there, I thought that made the whole situation a lot. I thought it made it better.
Yeah, but what makes me mad about this is like Superman became Superman because he had wonderful parents. That's kind of the sad truth about it. And so, and they just go to Jor-El and he's like, he's the ultimate loving father, which he's really not, but, and the problem is, okay, for 33 years, though, seriously, just...
I can get 33 years. He had 33 years to hone his skills to fight off someone as powerful as General Zod, who was, as they say in the movie, born to save it at any means cost to save his race of Kryptonians. So he had 33 years to hone any little special skill to become the Superman Earth needs.
Yeah.
I get this.
And I felt the love. This is just me personally. I didn't think there was a romance between Clark and Lois this one. It was really more so like, you're Lois, I'm Clark, therefore we're in love.
No, I think they're starting off the love between them. Because, like I said, Nolan's notorious for trilogy, so
yeah, it's like
they started it off like, you saved me a couple times, I got respect for you. Okay, you saved me a couple more times, I'm really starting to like you.
Okay, and this is okay. I'm going to want to do a part since YouTube's obviously timing the old bullshit thing.
Yeah, we'll do a part 2 here in about 4 seconds.
So,
look part 2.